Hey, Prospector Paul here. Hey, I'm coming at you live from Stanton, Arizona. And we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. And we're going to have us a giveaway in honor of that. So I got some stuff set up here. Let's go over. So, one of the prizes is going to be this Mine Lab Go Find metal detector. That's a real nice metal detector. A great entry-level machine. It's going to come with 2 camo skins, a digging tool, some earbuds, a smartphone holder, because apparently when you're walking around with this, it'll leave you a little trail on your smartphone, tell you where you've been. Alright, in addition to that, we are going to give away as a grand prize, hello, we're going to give this little nugget away. How much does that thing weigh? 1.315. That's a nice little nugget. And if you notice, it's kind of heart-shaped, because I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. We're also going to give away a little coin package. Kind of goes along with the metal detector, don't it? So we got a Indian head penny from 1902. Got a Standing Liberty quarter. No mint mark. No, actually, I think they're right there. Yeah, they would have been. I don't see a mint mark. 1925. And this is a little piece of history. How about that? Found this in a wash. It's a seated dime. Yep, it's a dime. 1849, the year the gold rush started. The third one. And it's from New Orleans. So somebody drugged that bugger from back east and lost it out here in the Arizona desert. And I also have I think that's a 1/10 ounce silver round that I'm going to throw in. Now, I was going to give away all the gold that I filmed along the way, and it just hasn't been adding up fast enough. So what I decided to do, let's shut this off, and since the gold wasn't adding up, I decided I'll just add a little of my own. There, something like that right there. Ooh, look at that, huh? Look at that piece. Yes, sir, that added up a little better. So we're going to give away the gold, we're going to give away the metal detector, the gold nugget, and the little coin package. Alright, so do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a penny, and it helps me out a lot. So anyways, on with the show. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Prospector Paul here. Today we're going to be working out on another man's claim. And basically what we did was, because it got wet here a couple weeks ago, it rained and snowed on us, messed our dirt up for dry washing. So we bought some dirt from a gentleman, and he's allowing us to use his pond so that we can wet wash. So we're going to use the gold Hog Raptor today, and we're going to see just how much gold we can find. We got it pretty much set up. Got the gold Hog Raptor running over there, and these guys are running their operation right there. And we're just using the same kind of dirt that the mine owner's using. So basically, we're running pay that these guys used every day to make their living. So some of you all may recognize this place. This was on Freddie Dodge's Mine Rescue. And Freddie and Juan, I don't remember Juan's last name. I think he was Tony Beats mechanic for a while. But anyways, Freddie and Juan came out here, and they did some work on this mine site. They did some work in the sluice box, and they kind of modified the pond and stuff. And some of the stuff worked, some of the stuff didn't, but the mine's definitely a better place for it today. They you know, they're doing pretty well capturing the real fine gold that's here, and they're able to make a living and just stay out here and enjoy life. So all right, we're going to run the gold Hog Raptor today. We're going to do some wet washing. I got Dwight on the backhoe. And we're shoveling dirt in there. We bought like 7 yards from this guy. It's all classified down to 1/4 inch, and we just have to shovel it in the sluice and do a cleanup about every hour, and we'll take it all back to camp and see what we get. All kind of work going on here. Well, we got the top box set at 10, the bottom at 6. Looks like it's flowing just right. We'll get some dirt in there and give her another peek, but everything's Everything's looking good. Got nice angle up here. Oh yeah, it's gonna be perfect. Looks good. Well, we got us a little pile of dirt. Got 3 more scoops coming. Sluice is looking good. Exchanging well. The dirt's running through nice. Okay, let's see how far we get today. So, got Dwight on the backhoe. You always wanted to run a backhoe, didn't you?
I did.
There you go. Got Gary coming with another scoop. Water's looking good. All pay dirt. Nice. Sweet. Alright, so I'm going to show you around the pond a little bit. We got 2 sluices feeding. So we got Gary on the trommel. We were feeding that with a mini hoe. The sluice pouring water into the pond, and our sluice is pouring water into the pond. The pond kind of comes around here. What this curtain does is it takes that vegetation, lets it get wet, and it sinks. You can see the water boiling up on the other side. So that helps get rid of the vegetation. That'll plug up all the pumps. Pond comes around. Got another little diversion here that makes the stuff sink. Then you come through and you got a couple of wires. That just catches the bigger stuff and break it out into piles. Then the water comes into this here culvert, feeds this pond. Now I'm pulling out of this pond just so we don't mess things up for the operation here. That pond fills up, goes through that culvert, fills up this bigger pond. So this pond here is the one that Gary's pulling out of. He's got his pump going. There's the foot valve out there. You can see the water just pouring in there. Yeah, so it's working pretty good. And Gary just feeds that trommel with the mini there. Dirt goes in that hopper through the trommel. Bigger stones go out the back. The pay dirt comes down, goes down that there sluice. Pretty ingenious setup, really. They work great. That's how you recirc out in the desert. Alright, my pond's getting full, so I don't have enough water under the bridge. So that means it's plugging up here. I gotta get it cleared up a little bit. Well, it's getting close to the end of the day. We put a dent in that old pile. But we're still got some work to do. We had some trouble with the pump. Foot valve kept getting stuck in the bottom, getting full of mud. Well, the sluice box is running good. Got all the kinks dialed out. Got a nice little pond. I don't know if you can see all that black sand from the run they did, but that was just amazing. They didn't do a clean out. I offered to clean it out for them, but they kindly rejected. All right, we're gonna fill this box up for another 15 minutes, do a cleanup, we're gonna get out of here and go to day 2. Yeah, so we got us a second pile. Why only get 1 pile when you can get 2? She's running pretty good. Got her really dialed in for this micro gold. Just keep that tray clean so that your gold has a chance to drop down in there. We got this all full of rock. The gold's gonna go right out the back. I've proven that when we were in Oregon. I did some tests on that. You definitely want to make sure them bars are clear. But she's clean. Good running. Everything's exchanging right. We're gonna feed it. Now you would think with this pile of dirt so close, well, we could just jam 7 yards through that baby, you know. It'll eat it, but you'll be blowing gold out. You wanna shovel some? I'll show you how to feed this. You just kind of pour it in there nice and slow like that. If you just drop the whole thing, the middle part will still stay dry and your gold will be floating and you'll be done. That's perfect. That's how you do it, and you keep the back clean. You do that, you'll catch the fine gold. I know they advertise this sluice, you know, it'll eat 100 yards an hour or something like that. That ain't true. You gotta be a little bit gentle with it. It'll catch the big gold, anything will. It's the fines that you want to catch. That's perfect. All right, we'll get back with you in a little bit. So we're just about done with the pile here, and I'm noticing something bad because we got to be efficient. And when you're not efficient, you're not mining right. Let me see what we can do here to make this better. Well, I think I got an idea. Hey Dwight, do you think if I got you a bigger shovel that would help you be a little more efficient? We'll get a bigger shovel. There's got to be one around here somewhere.
Get that mule a bigger shovel.
We'll get
like I said to you before, you don't worry about the mule, you just load the wagon.
All right, we'll go get us a snow shovel. Okay, so don't get too hung up on angles. When I said I had this at 10 and this at 6, we had to adjust it a couple of times just because things were changing and the gold was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. This end sank, so that changed this to be more steeper at one point. So I think one of our cleanups was pretty weak at best. But we did catch it, and we adjusted this down a lot lower. Got it a lot closer to our target. You really got to pay attention to when things are going on. Something that I was noticing, and I've seen this before, but I've never mentioned it in a video. So I always leave the pump running, you know, at a certain speed or whatever. And your water can change simply because of these kinks in the hose. Every kink will slow that down a little more. So you may find yourself speeding up the water more and more and more. And eventually you might catch it that you need to redo your hose. You want a nice smooth curve on it. This one's a little jagged. It ended up that way because of the rock pile. It was a little tough to work in here, but we got her done. So I've taken the cons and I've classified it down to 30 mesh. And we wanted to make sure we got all the micro gold out of this. And we ran it through the multi-sluice. And you can see lines and lines and lines of gold. It is just incredible. I'm not seeing much for gold down here. Oh, well, maybe there's one down there. Nothing down on the end. Hey, just kidding. A neighbor brought this 11-gram nugget over. I am in awe, and I'm going to give that back to him so I don't lose that. But yeah, we did catch some fine gold. Doesn't compare to that nugget, though. Well, what seemed like 14 hours of panning turned out to be pretty good. We got some gold in there. Ended up with one nice picker. Is that it? I don't think that's it. There's the picker. That's a pretty decent piece. Pick that up all day long and drop it. And pick it up and drop it. Not bad. Can't think of a better thing to do out in the desert than run a research system and catch a bunch of fine gold. Very happy with that. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this week, folks. Hopefully you found this entertaining and got some value out of it, too. We got a lot of fine gold in the cleanup, and it was a pretty good time. Took us about 3 days to get through 14 yards, not too bad. Special thanks to my friend Dwight. He really helped out on this episode. Otherwise, I don't think I could have got it in a week. All right, Prospector Paul, out. There we go. Boy, cleanup after cleanup, and we ain't catching any gold. I don't know what's going on with this thing.